In this lecture, you will learn how to invoke the remote Lambda functions from within your command line. To do that, you can use the AWS CLI, AWS Lambda Invoke will do that for us. --, invocation type is very important. If it is an asynchronous Lambda function, then you use event as the invocation type. If it is synchronous, then you will use request response. The next parameter is --, function name, which will be the Lambda function name itself. And optionally, you can pass in payload if those Lambda functions have data. Input parameters can be passed in using --, payload. And if the Lambda is returning some data back, that you can store it into an output file by providing the file name itself. Right now, we're going to test the function we have deployed, which is cold start basics. This is the asynchronous function. It doesn't return back anything. So let's see the output of it. Go to the command line. You can download all these commands, this file, by going to the resources of this lecture. You can simply copy paste the very first command, but make sure this function name, which is generated dynamically because we are using SAM to deploy our Lambdas. You should get the function name by going to the Lambda service. Go to the first Lambda function, this guy. You can grab this name from here, copy, go back, paste it, replace that right there. Since it is an asynchronous function, we are going to use this very first command. The invocation type will be event. I will show you a synchronous example as well. Go to the command line from anywhere on your command line, any directory, paste the command AWS Lambda Invoke, invocation type, function name, and optionally you can have payload. In this case, this guy does not receive any input parameters, so we are not passing payload. Hit enter. That will execute and you get the response back. You can go check the CloudWatch logs of this Lambda and you will see that it would have executed. I'm going to leave it to you because we got a status 202. And if you check the output file, there is no output that is coming back from this function. It is simply logging a few things and you can see these in the CloudWatch logs. Even if I say cat output file on Windows, you can open that file from your Explorer. It doesn't have anything. Now let's execute the very first Lambda function we have created, which is the hello world Lambda from console, the first Lambda from console, this guy. Grab that name. This Lambda function, if you go to the body of it, if you check the code of it, this guy returns data back. See this JSON data coming back, so we can invoke it synchronously. I'm going to use the second one, AWS Lambda Invoke --, invocation type, request response. The function name will be replaced by the function name. It does not have any payload, so I'm going to remove that. And it does return output. That output should be saved into the output file.txt. The name of the file can be anything. Copy, paste that command, enter. That should trigger the Lambda. There we go. This time it's slightly different. It's a 200 status code, unlike asynchronous where we got a 202 status code. And we should have the output file.txt as well. On Windows, you can open it from the Explorer, see that response. So we got an immediate response back. Lambdas are super cool and easy. This is the JSON response which is being returned by the Lambda function. The key, you have learned how to trigger Lambda functions from the command line. These can be used from within scripts, or you can test your Lambda functions once in a while. In most cases, the Lambda functions are triggered from scripts or from other components like S3, SNS, API gateway, etc.